As an independent artist, no one teaches you that. How are you gonna move in these performance outfits? Okay guys, so today we are getting ready for a little studio session today. I have to finalize the set list for my show. I'm performing in LA on March 19th. It's at like a rooftop, I think it's like a rooftop bar, rooftop club type of vibe. And it's gonna be really fun, so I'm just gonna get into my little studio and finalize my set list. So I'm getting ready for that, and I'm gonna be filming a lot of fashion content also. So we're just trying to look alive, okay? We're looking alive. So today I kind of just wanted to talk about what it has been like, you know, running my own live shows as a musical artist. This is something that's a little bit newer for me. I started doing shows last year, which is crazy, and it just kind of like started and then just snowballed into like, okay, now I have one every single week or every month, or you know. And it was like that pretty consistently for all of last year, which is such a blessing because obviously that's like, it's been such a dream of mine to be able to do that. And if anyone on this channel has been watching since I started posting when I was like 16, I was filming like me at the studio at like, you know, 17, writing songs and making music so that I could, you know, do live shows eventually. And to be able to do it now is like such a blessing. But it's definitely come with a lot of challenges and a lot of learning curves that as independent artists no one teaches you. And honestly, I mean, obviously there's so many things that you just don't know until you start doing it, but one of the things I never really predicted was how different my sets would be given the venue I'm playing at, if that makes sense. So like, for example, I've played in small venues and I've also played in like larger venues like Academy LA, where it can fit like a couple thousand people, I think. I'm really bad with numbers, so but a lot of people basically. As like an artist, when you're independent, you also are like sort of producing these shows in a way. So I'm not just like being told, okay, this is your set, these are the songs they want, and like this is like what the label wants you to do. I'm just deciding all of that on my own. So as like a producer in a sense of these shows, I have to take into account, what is the venue? You know, is this like a chill spot, or is this like a party? Like, is everyone drunk? Is everyone lit? Okay. Do people want to dance, or do people just want to listen to music? And that basically informs if I'm gonna do an acoustic set or if it's gonna be lights, dancers, you know, visuals, excitement, okay? And honestly, I love both. I would say the more dancey shows do come a bit more naturally to me, just because my background is in like performing in cheer or performing as a gymnast for so many years. Like having a track of like music versus like a live band is like a lot. It just comes more naturally to me. I've definitely had to get used to the live band thing, because that's what no one tells you, is that when you're a singer with a live band, it's very hard to hear yourself. And no one will tell you that, okay? It's almost impossible to hear yourself, in fact. And yeah, like learning just sonically how to mesh well with a band is something that's challenging, and I'm still working on it. But it's a lot of fun, and so many of my favorite artists that I love and that inspire me so much always had a live band. So shout out to the girls that came before me, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so I think we're gonna go with this bag today, guys. This bag is honestly such a showstopper. Anytime I wear this in public, I swear it invites like 10 people to come talk to me. And I'm like, thanks. Thanks. No, but really I love this bag because it fits so much stuff in it, and like if I have to go to a dance rehearsal or like a studio session and I just want to have everything with me, this bag is the one. It's from Skims. I believe it. I tell everyone that asks me where it's from, I'm like, it's from Skims and it's on sale and they have it in dark brown. So that's some tea for you as well. I'm gonna bring this notebook, another furry item. I really love furry items, allegedly. I'm gonna bring this because I normally, if I need to write lyrics, I'll write them on my phone, but sometimes it's nice to have a notebook because depending on how long you're in the studio, if you're just staring at your phone for like hours and hours, you start to feel a little bit unhinged. So I like to have a notebook. I'm gonna pack some snacks, definitely a matcha, and I think my shoes, I think I'm also gonna wear these shoes today. These are new. I forget what the actual name of them are, but these are the shoes, girl. They're Air Forces, and I got them off StockX, and they're these pink and brown little things, okay? Very cute, very cute. We love those. So I'm gonna put these on in a second. I'm not quite ready to leave yet. Okay, so off topic, but isn't this cool? And eventually it's gonna be stocked to the brim with shoes and bags. Okay, let's keep getting ready. Okay, and the last thing we're gonna do is go through my last show's track, basically my set list for my last show, and see what we like about it and what we would want to tweak, so I just know that going into the session. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Also, I'm going through options for the look for the show, and I think I'm gonna do this. Isn't it cute? Like, look at that. That'd be so fab, right? That, or I really like this skirt. But the thing is also that people don't tell you is you have to think about how are you gonna move in these performance outfits? Like, how am I gonna do the choreo in that? Is it gonna feel too tight? Is it gonna feel too restrictive? Am I gonna be pulling stuff up? That is the worst. When I'm performing and I'm trying to like pull stuff up the whole time, or something's constricting, especially my ribs when I'm trying to sing and like have breath in my lungs, that's the worst. So I've definitely learned my lesson with that. This was another option that I liked. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. That was another option I liked. I don't know if you can see. Just because it's kind of close to what I would wear to dance, so I'm already kind of, I know I would be super comfortable in that, but I'm still thinking on it. Like, cute, cute. Not the bikini, but that, cute. We'll see, we'll see. So basically I have all my show rehearsals in a folder. So for example, this was our rehearsal for the last show. And I always just go back and watch these rehearsal videos to think about like, what can I improve? What can I change about the show? Do I like the way it flowed? Did things feel awkward in certain areas? Especially considering the venue we're playing at. Those are my girls! Shout out to Madison and Asia! So I feel pretty good, honestly, with the layout of the last show, especially since the venues are very similar. Sorry if you can hear the construction outside, it's so loud. So I think honestly it's gonna stay pretty similar to the last track list that we did for the last show. So that's kind of nice because I won't have to rework too much. So yeah. Okay guys, I'm all ready now. I'm gonna head out the door, but thank you so much for getting ready with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!